So in the past, I've invested hundreds of millions of coins into talismans and accessories. Today, we're going to be seeing what hundreds of millions of coins could potentially do in the pet department. I've always stuck by a relatively cheap either tiger or skeleton pet, but it's time for change. Let's get into it. But before we do, if you do go on to enjoy the video and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Every subscriber helps and I really would appreciate it. Also, you should leave a like on the video, it lets me know that you actually enjoy the videos and it also boosts the video in the algorithm. And finally, my Discord server is the top link in the description, there's really no reason not to join. Anyway, let's get into the video, I hope you all do enjoy. So for those of you who regularly watch my videos, you'll probably know that I invested in an Ender Dragon pet. Here it is, it's currently epic, but we're going to change that today. We need it to be legendary, and to be honest, I'm not willing to pay the extra 300 mil to literally legitimately level it up to legendary, because that's a little bit absurd. Now this pet sent me back around about 260 million coins. I think we are going to tier boost it as well, so that's an extra 70 mil. So we'll call it, what, like 320, 330 mil? And that's a lot of coins for me. In the past for damage, to be honest, I've just used more of a tiger for like Berserker and then a skeleton for Archer. Sorry to interrupt, but at the moment we are actually currently trying to beat the population of San Marino in subscribers. Now San Marino, coincidentally, almost has the same population as YouTube rank. Now if we get to YouTube rank, I'm actually going to go to San Marino in a video. It's a little bit of a weird concept to know, but we'll actually be able to claim that we have more subscribers than population, which would be pretty cool. So what I'm trying to say is you should subscribe to the channel. If there's ever been an incentive, this is definitely one. Anyway, back to the video. Now we need to do a little bit of a damage test before we upgrade this Ender Dragon, because I mean I've already done a bit of a damage test and it's a little bit underwhelming for the price. First of all, we're going to use the skeleton pet and we're going to use our Juju shortbow and get a bit of a damage figure. So 270k seems about right. And then with the tiger pet, with this flower of truth, if we can actually find a zombie, 153k. About 166, it's a lot. We'll call it 166. Okay, now we're going to equip the Ender Dragon and see what sort of a difference that makes. So with the flower of truth, we've gone up like 7k. Interesting. And then the Juju shortbow, we've gone up probably about the same, probably like 15k, something like that. Now what we've not discussed is the actual pet stats, which should probably be quite useful. Now I'm sure most of us are quite familiar with the tiger pet. A very nice pet, costs like 30 mil for a maxed out one. Plus 25 ferocity, plus 15 strength, plus 5% crit chance, plus 50% crit damage, gain 30% ferocity, and so on. And as for the skeleton pet, plus 15% crit chance, plus 30% crit damage, plus 85% attack speed, but that's because of the pet item that I have. That also increases arrow damage by 20%, tripled while in dungeons. Okay, so the Ender Dragon, plus 50 strength, plus 10% crit chance, plus 50% crit damage. Not too bad. We'll ignore the attack speed because that's because of the pet item again. And as from there, pretty much it just increases damage while in the end and then also buffs the aspects of the dragons. Now ideally what we need is it to be legendary, because then you get an extra perk, which is 10% stat increase. Most stats, but the 10% increase is pretty ridiculous. Coupled with the rest of the perks, it's got to be worth it. Now what I would say is I could quite simply go over to Cat and say, go on, upgrade this for us. Although it would cost us 280 mil plus 8 summoning eyes, so it's going to take us up to what, roughly around about 290 mil. On top of the pet itself in the first place. So it takes us up to around about 550 mil, around that figure. Although what we're going to do instead is just simply buy a tier boost, which costs 66 mil as opposed to the, what, 290 mil. Obviously this is a pet item, so we wouldn't be able to put another pet item on it like a dwarf turtle shellmate or a tiger crochet, which is a little bit annoying. But it does save a lot of coins for us, so we're going to go ahead and buy it. And now we're going to go ahead and apply it. So we now have a level 100 legendary Ender Dragon technically. And now we get the plus 10 stat increase, so let's see what difference that's actually made. Well, in theory you should probably expect to see around about a 10%. The 10% damage increase, which would make sense, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so Flower of Truth, 161k, 163, 163, yeah. And then the zombie villager, let's see, like 284 with the Juju, 280. It's a little bit underwhelming, to be completely honest, I'm not gonna lie. 287, yeah. Now of course what you do have to consider is that obviously the 10% stat increase means that it's not only your damage that's going to increase, it's all your other stats. So that includes your health and your defense, which in turn obviously makes you stronger. To be honest, I guess you could argue any increase in your stats is definitely worth it, because I mean that's how you progress. You're gonna have to spend coins, but at the same time, I feel like I've spent a lot of coins, and to be honest, not really got very far. Especially while using the Juju shortbow, with it being tier boosted and it not being fully legendary, and then being able to add the other pet items. I rely on that bonus attack speed from the Tiger Crochet quite a lot in terms of getting my attack speed up, and obviously that's quite crucial with the Juju. Because to be completely honest, I'd probably deal more DPS using a skeleton pet. So one of the Ender Dragon perks is that it does increase your damage by, what is it, 25% while in the end, or to end mobs. So we're just going to test if it does what it says on the tin. So with the Tiger pet equipped, 292k, and then with the Ender Dragon equipped, maybe we should actually get a Zealot. Okay, well, thanks very much. Yes, with the Ender Dragon equipped, 265, really? 378, that seems to be more accurate, surely. Okay, so 386, okay, so it's quite a sizable increase, but at the same time, like, what difference does it make if I'm doing 290k damage to a Zealot or 386? I mean, I guess it only probably would come into tuition if you were fighting dragons to do more damage. But then, the question is posed, have you ever seen me actually do a dragon? I've not done a dragon for like a year and a half, so yeah. Anyway, as I said earlier on in the video, there's obviously perks to this pet other than just damage. But once again, the more and more I play this game, the more and more I realise that you actually have to spend quite a lot of money to get such a small increase. Especially when you get to sort of the business end of the game. Now you might be thinking, what is he talking about? Obviously, I don't really do that much damage, which I completely understand, like, my skills aren't great. Nevertheless, the percentage increase from this Ender Dragon is not exactly astounding. Obviously, it's better in some situations than others. But anyway, this is going to just about wrap up today's video. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you did, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.